Hey there everybody, my name is OTHMARIUS and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to force a card with a so-called BACKSLiP force, also known as the slip cut force. You have a spectator select the card right there somewhere in the center of the pack, and of course it's whatever you want it to be. Isn't that great? Let me show you how to do this. OTHMARIUS Magic. Like and subscribe. So we thumb riffle to a random position here, like where the spectator says stop at any time, you know. And now we got a really nice break here in front of the cards, or at the outer side of the cards. We come with our right hand and we take the upper package, we clip it between thumb and middle finger mainly, and with the ring finger and the pinky supporting this grip, keep those fingers together here in this motion. Now we tilt the deck rightwards. We open it like the pages of a book, and at the same time we let the lower portion really fall into the palm of our hands, which sets our fingers free here. They get operational with this motion of having them cards really falling into the palm of the hand, because we now carry the top card away with the tips of our middle finger and ring finger. As we separate the hands, the top card slides away from the top and then falls into or on top of the lower portion. Now we really need to understand this move here, because we are in an interaction with our audience. So we have them stop at any point, and by intuitively, they would expect us to go for this motion. You know, just separating the packages in the order we would do it to show the selection. Now we can't do this here with this technique, because we have to swing the package upwards, right? And then we have to get the space to have the card falling down. So there are different versions of this out there, and there's a version, of course, where the magician goes sideways, so swinging the hand, the top package, out to the left, which gives the whole motion cover a little bit with the back of the hand, obviously. But I don't like this very much, quite honestly, because this is what the spectator expects, and if you now make this motion here, this is awkward, right? And especially if you do this with haste, with a lot of speed, you know, to try to not get caught or not flash, you know, and then it looks something like this. Say stop here, please. Yeah, there. Oh yes, this is your card. Now even if you don't flash, your spectators will be suspicious about the whole thing, and the whole force is ruined. Now there's another version you see. This is the most common version of the thing, where after having the spectator stop you, the magician goes into a little tapping motion. Now this wasn't performed very well. Let me do this once again, so it would look something like this. Now I've lost the ace. Let's do this with the ace one more time. Here we go. So stop right there with a little tapping motion, and there is the card, right? Now this is quite okay, and if you give this a little practice, this is also very convincing, and you can't really detect it, because again the larger motion covers the smaller motion, and also this tapping motion, this vertical tapping motion here, gives kind of reason, justifies this move of swinging the pack to the right. So this is a reasonable version here to go, this didn't work, to go for something like this, to tap it and then present it, right? However, because this is so overused or so often used by magicians, I was kind of challenging myself to get a better version, and my version, as I performed at the beginning, looks something like this, where I go like this, and I present the card then. And let me show you how I do this. Now again, of course it's the same technique, use your principle, however I put a little finesse in there. This is how I roll. So I riffle the cards. Now I come with my right hand. Now I tilt both hands upwards a little bit, like kind of in a 45-degree angle. I go away here from this horizontal point of view, going up a little bit, and now in this motion I tilt the package also. So these are two motions, small motion, big motion. I move up, I tilt, right? This is the first thing I do. I move up and I tilt. And now when I go down, and of course in this motion I get a good hold of the cards, which is kind of the tackle here within this whole thing. When you give this a try, you will find that you really have to practice it a little bit to get hold of the cards. And once again, you get a better hold of the cards when you have the package drop, the bottom package drop as you swing. You see my fingers are completely free here now. And also when I move up and vertical, this gives so much power here, I really get good contact at the top cards with the tips of my fingers. So once again, I riffle, stop position, I come up, I swing up, I get now a good grip of the cards, and now both hands move downwards again. However, the left hand moves a little bit faster downwards and the right hand moves a little bit forwards, which gets me to this position. Now this doesn't work when I show it slowly one more time. So I'm coming up, and then both hands down, the left hand a little faster and the right hand goes a little forward. There we go, basically into this position. And this gives me really good cover for pulling the card out there and having it drop on the lower package. And then I just reverse this motion, I swing down a little bit to the front. Now, this is the closest I could get into this motion of just showing the bottom part, of just separating the packets like that. Now, if you add a little turn to it, if you turn it a little bit to the right while you do this, let me give it a try here. So I would go like this, I would go like this. I get even more cover and I end up pretty much in this beautiful position of both hands really separated, right? And I feel this looks pretty good. What do you think? This is my version on the SLiP card force. One more time. Thumb riffle, right hand takes hold of the upper package. Both hands go up, get the grip. Both hands go down, the left hand goes a little faster and the right hand goes a little forward. Now you saw it drop here exposed and then reversed the motion. So you get a little rotation thing going on, a little kung fu thing, and then it gets working. I'm having good results with this. Laymen actually really take this as a fair choice. And there you go. Now I just forced a random card. Yeah, there we go. Now, if this is giving you a hard time or it just doesn't feel right in your hands, let me show you a perfect alternative for the one. It looks pretty much the same from a spectator's point of view. Here we go, we have a spectator stop us anywhere in the middle of the pack, riffling down the cards with our thumb, right? And look at this now, I'm just lifting up the top package, bringing out the card from the center, and yet it is the forced card. Are you kidding me? Of course, you find a tutorial embedded in a tutorial series, my favorite card forces, right there in the info cards. I call this the riffle force, and it is the best alternative to the BACKSLiP or SLiP card force, in my humble opinion. If you are new to the show and this watch was worth your time, I would love to welcome you as a new subscriber. Hit double combo, subscribe and notification bell icon to get guaranteed notifications on future uploads on my channel. Also, I want to invite you to our weekly live Card Magic practice jam sessions. Just get yourself a paperback version of the Royal Road to Card Magic and lay your hands on a nice deck of cards and you're good to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is OTHMARIUS and this is just what I do. You be sure now, more magical stuff is going to be uploaded very soon.